In a world with entirely too many shows about cars, this is another pointless automotive podcast.
Hello, Chadwick.
Hello, Frank. How are we doing this evening, man?
Oh boy, frazzled, but good. Largely. The good news is I don't think I will get any phone calls mid podcast this week involving the death of a family pet. So that's good.
I like it.
Yeah. How are you?
Vibe killer to the max.
I know.
Doing
Well,
okay,
mostly
man.
because I'm out of pets, but whatever.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
That's true.
How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm definitely not purchasing vehicle. I fucked up again. All right, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in PCP.
God, let's bury the hell out of that lead.
Yeah. The Saturn Owner's Manual from
Ah.
1997.
Golly.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that. You gave me a little bit of a tease, but I there's more to this story, and I want to know. But
always.
we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Speaking of bridges, I don't lean on bridges. Alter Bridge. I don't know. I don't know how to get us out of this.
Jeff Bridges.
Poor segue. Now, okay. You're familiar with the concept of a halo car, right?
I am. I just want to say that you just did the most crazy slow down robot thing I've ever seen. It was like Max Headroom. It was pretty fucking wild, dude.
Oh, should we question? We're a whole like 48 seconds into the podcast. Should we just have this as a sign where maybe I should reboot my shit, or should we just raw dog right away?
Let's raw dog it, man. Let's commit. We're up against it.
Okay.
We got
we're dogging. We're rawing and we're dogging. And if I start glitching out, then enjoy. But okay. So yes, the concept of a glitchy podcast and the concept of a Halo car is, everyone knows the Halo car, right? You have the big, crowning, expensive, limited production, lose money on every unit sold, big flagship car that sits in a dealership, and people want to come and they want to come see it. And then they maybe the manufacturer sells a few hundred, maybe a few thousand. And it's all in an exercise to get people in the showroom and kind of flex your engineering and styling and honestly, if we're being honest, marketing might. Right?
That's
Famous
it.
ones. The Audi R8 was a very good Halo car.
Sure.
The Lexus LFA, not really a great Halo car. And this is time
Great
immemorial,
car, but yeah,
right? Yeah. Do you like? I don't. I personally believe. No, such as maps. So
US
I personally,
Americans.
yes, exactly, U.S. Americans, the Iraq. So no, I'm not a big believer in the Halo car.
Okay.
I personally believe that the Halo car is largely an excuse for people at an OEM to spend a bunch of the OEM's money to build something in the sake of coolness and hubris and shiny thing. And if we lose money, Halo car, it brings people into the showroom. It's the publicly funded stadium project for billionaires of the car world. And I'm a much stronger believer in the anti-Halo car, which is the cheap aspirational car that gets people in the door. And you sell them in droves and you make money on them. But it gets people into the showroom. And so we'll talk about that. I'd like to talk about the anti-Halo car,
which is good because you do take an anti stance on everything, my friend. And you've been identified as a
I'm gonna call myself a
dissenter. He's a dissenter, everyone. But here's the deal. I'm ready to play devil's advocate on this one because there are, and I've got some good examples cited where Halo cars did the right thing. They actually succeeded as Halo cars. And like, first off, best automotive creativity job had to be coming up with a Halo car versus a big, big volume pushing car, right? Like the person that
I don't
developed the Camry,
know.
that's exciting, but you are facing way more cost cutting measures. Like the financial people are breathing down your neck, whereas the Halo car, it's open checkbook because it's a platform to display technology, interesting ingenuity. That's the
You
kind of
know,
stuff you're pushing. But with a regular car, they're like, well, do you really need, the cushion to
I
be
see.
soft?
See, oh, we're already getting into the. I feel like there's some weird cringy influencer term for like the debate zone. Like there'd be some I don't know.
But bro,
Um,
let's hit it with
come
you
at
said
me.
Lexus. You said Lexus LFA. I would
Yeah,
argue that the LS 400 was the original Halo car because that
sure.
was their
Completely
shot
agree.
right across the bow of Mercedes-Benz, to be honest, and all the other
Hmm.
prestigious luxury brands of the early
Sure.
90s. The LS 400 sold at a loss, did not
Hmm.
sell a large amount of units. It pulled
Hmm.
people into this new Lexus dealership
Sure.
model, in which case they purchased ES 250s.
Hmm. No,
Halo
I think
car worked.
yes. I will say what's a little bit different is that was never the LS400, the original LS400 is a really, really interesting case study on what's interesting about it is I think it's like a semi Halo car. And I say that because that was never a limited production, like hyper aspirational thing. In fact, it was built to undercut the S class and the
E-
7 series. And it succeeded at that. But to your point, a major competitor of Lexus at the time, one of their biggest they went the opposite direction and they launched with an what I would consider an anti Halo car. And when I say anti Halo car, I don't mean the Camry. What I mean is something like the PT Cruiser,
Oof.
which is an entry level, and whether it's an entry level sports car or an entry level mass production thing, it's a cheap thing that people look at and go, "Oh, that's really cool," whether they should or not in the case of the PT
Mhm.
Cruiser. But at the time, they say that's a cool thing. I'm going to go to my local fucking Chrysler dealership, which nobody aspires to spend any time in, but they go there for the cheaper offering instead of going there for the Halo car offering. So Lexus is a great example because they took what worked really well for them, which was let's make a product that's better than the German flagships and
Mhm.
have it be cheaper. And which worked really well for them, while Acura, I think, made an anti-Halo car in the original Integra, the
Oh,
86 Integra, where like we have a new brand, we're going to have this like cheap, sporty, interesting, semi-aspirational product,
mm.
bring it to market, and we're going to get people in the showroom not with the
The
legend, which
the
they did, but the
the
legend was not a
NSX.
true. Yes, ultimately, that's an incredible example of a Halo car, and whether you
Mhm.
think that worked for Acura or not, this is debatable. I think that was a pretty successful Halo car as far
I
as
I
getting
would
people into
agree.
the clash into the showroom.
Mhm.
I think the Integra was just as um, integral, Integra,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
into getting people into the showroom. And so that's where like it becomes an interesting juxtaposition of like how are you getting people into the showroom? Do you do it with the Halo car? Do you do it with an anti-Halo car?
Mm.
Um, and your team Halo car, which makes this really fun because I'm team anti-Halo car.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I,
think there's different levels of success we could measure, right? In this,
sure.
like some Halo cars did succeed at that test, some were just absolutely misrepresenting the brand. I think if we dial back the clock like we
Hmm.
often do on this quaint little podcast we have here. Let's look at Mitsubishi. I love
Sure.
Mitsubishi. You love Mitsubishi.
Hmm.
Uh Two of their cars that come to mind for me, I'd probably call Halo cars, were
Yeah.
the 3000 GT VR4. Uh,
Hmm.
Gotta say it, very expensive compared to the rest of their lineup. Very tech heavy, very performance minded car, way ahead of its time. We can all agree
Hmm.
on that. That was a successful Halo car for Mitsubishi, later to be mirrored by the Lancer Evolution, an
Yeah.
aspirational, sporty performance car that pulled people in. That, damn it, I can't float an Evo 8, but I'll take, like a regular. At the time, what was
Right.
it? The later earlier the Mirage, but then you got a base Lancer. Maybe you got the
Right.
Rally
The
Art.
Rally
Maybe you
Art.
got the
Yeah.
Oz Rally Edition.
Ooh.
With a Manuel,
OZ,
which
baby.
I don't kind of still want one of those. Yellow, please. But you know what I'm saying? It's like I think those were two successful Halo cars for a brand that like has lost all of its luster and fan appreciation. I
Sure.
think both the 3000 GT VR4 and Evo, which probably weren't huge volume sellers, right?
Hmm.
Uh, but got the brand a lot of attention, like a lot of positive attention.
Yeah. And what's interesting, sure. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
I agree. Especially, I honestly feel like the Evo did more for the brand at the time it arrived than the 3000 GT. I think the 3000 GT VR4 is a better example of a Halo car,
Mhm.
although it gets a little sticky when the same car is available in a much, much lower trim level, which the 3000 GT was.
Yeah, the SL, right?
Right. Because I don't know that Mitsubishi needed a sales boost in 1991, 1992, as much as they needed it in 2004,
Sure, and because
2005,
we
2003, 4, or 5.
well, and I'm speaking of the U.S. market. Like that's what we're probably
Same.
dabbling in just
Same.
the U.S. market today,
Yeah.
right? Like because
Yeah.
the Evo was that creature much earlier than it came to the
Mhm.
States in the early 2000s. It was like in the mid 90s in the rest of the world,
Yeah.
right?
But like
Doing
mid
that
90s,
thing.
what do you think? Call it 1995. What do you think got people into the showroom more? Do you think it was a 3000 GT or 3000 GT VR4, or do you think it was a 2G Eclipse? I'd argue it's the 2G
Ooh.
Eclipse. I bet you that got more people into the showroom.
But the price difference was like half, right? Like it was half
Right.
the price of a 3000
But
GT
I
VR4.
think like the allure
I think
was
so.
pretty close. Like
They
that
were
like
good.
that 2G Eclipse was a hot. It still is, but it
That
it was
really
then. It was a
hot,
hot car.
hot after Fast and the Furious for sure went up like
Yeah,
several
yeah. That
degrees,
was
right?
later, but yeah.
But yeah, I still think the 3000 GT was like the kind of like amazing car because it was a different level, right? You didn't go in there,
Hmm.
maybe you wanted to check out a 3000 GT
Sure.
VR4 and you saw a 2G like GSX sitting there and you're like, wow, all-wheel drive, wow, 2-liter 4G63 turbo. I like this stuff.
Hmm.
I agree. The 2G DSMs are fucking sweet looking. They still look good. They still
Yeah,
look very good. The post facelift ones look even better
yeah.
for
Well,
sure.
how about I like just thinking of like, okay, what were manufacturer that had a Halo car and an anti-Halo car simultaneously?
How about Nissan? Nissan early 90s.
Okay,
I'm going to go Z car, Z32,
sure.
300ZX, Halo car, 100%.
Yeah,
Pretty pricey compared to other cars on the market. Twin turbo V6, very tech heavy again, which we're seeing. Like the
yeah.
90s was the time to platform your tech in front of everyone. How about the S class or the S chassis cars, like a S13, S14? Those were aspirational. Not everyone bought them, but maybe you went to Nissan because you saw what they were doing in the world with those, or you saw what the Z was doing, and you walked away with a Sentra. Maybe you walked away with a Sentra SER, which is,
Yeah.
I think, an
V13.
aspirational sporty car. Yeah, B13 SER.
Yeah, I mean at the
Um,
time though,
I think that works. That
it
math works.
works. I think the Z car was getting more people in then,
Hmm.
but like the NA car auto, I don't know. I would want to look at, because also what's tricky with Nissan at the time is to your point, yeah, they had the 240
Hmm.
SX. They had a 200 SX. They had an NX 2000 and 1600.
1600. Yep.
So they had a breadth of different offerings. And so it's hard. I don't know that they had a true
They had Altimas.
singular anti
They had
Halo car.
Maximas.
Right, but those are just regular ass cars.
Yeah, but people went in there and saw Nissan doing
No,
sporty things. It
that's
works.
that well that's the meat, right? Like
Yeah.
you're dangling the carrot, whether it be a Halo car or an anti-Halo car,
Mhm.
to get them to buy your Ultima or your Stanza or your Access or your, hard body. What I think is an interesting conversation of what do you think was the more successful for, let's say, Mazda in 1993? What do
Mm.
you think got people more in the showroom? Was it the FDRX7 or was it the Miata?
I think the Miata.
I agree. I think Miata is still the crowning achievement Halo car today
Yeah.
for Mazda.
Chicago Auto Show 1989, NSX and Miata premiered
Yeah,
at the same. What an auto show.
I know, right?
No,
Let's go.
yeah, I agree. The Miata, with its price point, with what it offered, which was
Mhm.
not offered by anyone else, right? A
Yeah.
affordable, reliable. We have to put a big old fucking caps lock on that
Yes.
reliable compared to the British cars it was modeled after.
Mhm.
Uh, Mazda Miata pulled people in. I agree. I think,
Still
yeah, I
does.
think
I mean, zoom,
FDRX7.
zoom. Their entire
Yeah,
branding exercise would not exist without the Miata.
and
Full
look who's
stop.
still around. The RX-7 did come back as a reimagined as an RX-8.
Mhm.
None of the magic, right? Captured, really, like maybe
Right.
30% of the magic. And the Miata still soldiered on today. Today still
Mhm.
soldiers on. So
Yeah. I mean, it's how about like just thinking about, because it's funny, like the anti-Halo card, like I mentioned the PT Cruiser. Um, Not because I love enjoy, I just really enjoy mentioning the PT Cruiser,
I know, I know.
and Brian Nesbitt and the works. But like that was such a a I mean, those were commanding huge ADM and
They were, yeah.
weightless. And like if you look at how successful Chrysler was, certainly compared to today,
Mm-hmm.
but they were like in the mid to late 2000s, the production run, because what, they killed off the PT Cruiser in 2010, I think, which is
Far too late, but yeah,
far
yeah,
too
yeah,
long.
yeah.
Let's say 2000 or 2001 to 2010. Um, Chrysler was very relevant, and it went way long in the tooth, and
Yeah.
it didn't work anymore by the end. But the early days, I mean, that you go in, oh, I'm not going to pay 10 grand 80 ADU,
Mm-hmm.
ADM, I should say, for a PT Cruiser. But hey, look, there's a base 2.7 liter 300 Chrysler 300 over here,
Mm-hmm.
or a Sebring,
Or a
or
cloud
whatever,
car,
or yeah, or
right?
Stratus.
Mm.
Um,
Stratus RT with the manual. Let's go.
there you go. So like, which was a Dodge, I guess the Chrysler Cirrus.
Mm.
And let's face it, there's no standalone only Chrysler dealers. Like there were
No,
other, it was Chrysler, Dodge,
was.
Plymouth. Oh no, Plymouth was dead by then. Whatever.
Jeep was mixed in
Fucking
there. Yep.
Mitsubishi. Who knows?
Yep.
But it got people in the showroom. Like
Yeah.
another one that I think really is actually an enthusiast approved anti-Halo car, and really changed a car company for the better for a long time. WRX.
Mm-hmm.
That
Subaru. Yeah.
2002 WRX was absolutely put Subaru in a wildly different position
Absolutely.
than they were previous to that.
Mm-hmm.
And it got young people interested in Subaru when they weren't before. It got enthusiasts interested in Subaru, and whether that was also bolstered by the Ken Blocks of the world, and on and on and on.
Yeah.
Who knows? But that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for that car here stateside. I would put that in an anti-Halo car category of like, this is an entry level sports sedan
Mm-hmm.
that got asses in the door and really got people to consider other offerings from a manufacturer where they would not have considered them previously.
I kind of wonder though about the WRX because we ate it up. We shoveled it in our mouths. We asked for more because the rest of the world had been getting WRXs, been getting STIs. We did not have the STI in '02 and '03 here in the States. And I
But
think
speak for yourself.
We took
I contracted several STIs in 2002 and 2003.
that was because you were too fast and by curious. I think was the
Exactly.
movie about that.
Exactly. Exactly.
But we wanted the STI. We
Yes, we did.
gladly accepted, the WRX offering for it is a great car. I still respect the Bug Eye WRX a ton.
Yeah. Love it.
But the STI would have been more that expensive because magnitudes dollars more to buy a STI versus a WRX at the time. But when that 0405 STI came out, that was kind of a real Halo car if you think about it, just like an Evo,
Yeah.
right? So the
Yeah.
WRX,
Yeah, it was. It
Why
was.
do-
But that WRX was what? That was like a $21,000 car new,
but
22.
because we wanted the STI. If we had the STI at the time, the STI would have been the Halo, right? But just because we didn't sack up US to import the hottest car, we got the
Right.
WRX. That became the anti-Halo car. If we had the STI, we would
Yeah,
have
but, like,
gladly purchased that too.
transport yourself mentally back to like 2001.
I can easily. I remember I was in the
How
military.
sick of
Yes.
a car was that car?
Dude, because so a lot of us were driving like V8 Catfish Camaros. And then
Sure.
the WRX came out and it was like, why is this car, this little four-cylinder, four-door Japanese car, able to hang with an American V8?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
wild times, right? When you could buy Supers for like 12K, but Mark Fords. No,
Fair.
dude, I do. I agree. I think that was an attainable anti-Halo car because we didn't get the big boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Like what other like to swing the other way real quick, like what other like straight up Halo cars do you really think were like properly successful? I mean, we talk R8.
Yeah, how about the M cars? Yeah,
M cars are I mean,
they're
yeah,
not.
the M cars are tough though because
Hmm.
it already exists in like say an M3.
Sure.
Well, okay, you got a 325 or a 328 or 318.
Right, but it was the M that got the attention, right? If the
Sure.
325 was top of the line, which it was in the E30,
Yeah,
right?
it was
Except
for
for
a
the M3. But like E36 325s or 323s are not top of the line. But I'm sure you could go look at an E36 M3. It's 1997. You go in there and like, God, this thing's a rocket. This thing's so cool looking. Look at the mirrors,
Yeah,
Frank. Look at the
I don't
side mirrors.
consider
And then you get a 323.
I don't consider any M cars
Ooh,
Halo cars. I would
really?
consider a Z8 a Halo car.
Mm. But at the time, like running
Like
concurrently,
a Corvette. I don't. Do you consider other than like a ZR1?
A ZR1
you consider
or
a Corvette a
100
Halo car?
like a Zio, like a Z, well, ZR1 or Z06 when it was top of the chain, right? For those years.
Sure.
I consider that a Halo car, absolutely.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Are
Like
we looking
like
like
a Ford
as-
GT is very much a Halo car.
Right.
A Mustang GT is not a Halo car.
No, but I think a GT 500 is getting close.
Maybe.
Like a new GT 500,
Yeah.
right? Like I
Yeah,
think that's
it's
it.
tough. I think you gotta have to. I suppose you have to score it within whatever's in.
It's the time period, right? Like
Yeah,
because there
like
are
whatever they're offering at that particular time.
a lot of Halo cars have pretty short lifespans, right? Like they're flash in the pan technology things. They sell them for a couple years. Like they're limited. They
Sure.
become insanely expensive, and they just keep gaining value, right? That's
Yeah.
that's the standard for Halo cars, I think, too.
SVX. That was a pretty shit job of a Halo car.
I fucking
And
love
the
those things.
WRX
Tell me,
was like the
tell me when
counter
you see a
to that.
clean SVX. Here's the thing: SVX came with a manual. I think we're talking a different story. I really do.
mean,
I think it's a
Maybe
gearbox
only
away
because
from
it
being
was the early 90s.
a 5-speed manual would have changed
Yeah.
how the SVX is viewed now. 100%.
Now, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that would have. I don't know. I think that car might have been too awkward, no matter what, to be successful in period.
Dude, how good do they look clean though today? Like today, in today's rose tinted
Sure.
glasses, they're great. You see a clean SVX.
Yeah. But what's funny is so like the R8, right? Everyone sucks, but the R8 is an amazing
Mm.
Halo car. It's the gold standard for a modern Halo car. It made Audi far more interesting and viewed as a premium manufacturer as compared to before when they were making, basically understeer mobiles that are tarted up Volkswagens.
Well, at that time of the R8 coming out, the Audi TT was the real hero.
That was going
real
to be the
fucking
point I
hero.
was going to
Yep.
make. Is I think actually that original
in Quattro
TT.
225 guys with a 6-speed manual is a proper
Yeah,
heroic car from the brand. Good for them making that
yeah,
car. Uh,
correct. Yeah, I would like, and I think Audi's been in pretty dire straits as of late, if you're asking me, as
yeah,
far as like desirability. Like RS3, cool. The rest of the line, I could not care less. Even RS5s, and honestly, even the RS6. I love that it exists.
Mhm.
It does not make any part of me semi swollen with blood.
Yeah,
Like it
no.
just doesn't.
Hmm.
I don't know why it should, but it doesn't. Um, if they launched a new TT,
Oh,
a sub $60,000, because suddenly that's a cheap car now.
yeah, right.
Um, interesting, good looking, the right size,
Yeah.
gasoline powered TT. That would be dope.
Oh, I like it.
That would be a proper anti-Halo car for a company that really needs it. The new Beetle, when
Hmm?
the new 99 and a half 2000 whatever it was, I guess it was 98. Um, the new Beetle came out. That was kind of a big fucking deal.
Definitely a big deal. Those Jettas at that time, that
The
99.5,
99 and a half.
fuck
Yeah.
that thing. That thing
Jetta
fucked.
rules.
It literally
It
fucked.
it yeah, it did. I'm sore about it. But
I
like the
still want a GLI so bad with the Recaro seats from that period and that 1.8 turbo and a 6-speed manual
yeah,
and the
I'd
BBS
rather
wheels.
I'd settle for an early GLX with a manual. Get the VR6.
No, that I want the Recaros and I don't want the fucking leather, bro. I want the Recaros
Give me the leather.
and I want those BBS wheels from the factory.
No, they look really, really
It's
good. You get
so good.
that like bright medium blue.
Yep. Oof.
Really, really good. I don't love the 1.8T.
It's
It just doesn't
fine.
do anything for me.
I know, but the rest of the
I
car
know it's
does.
fine.
You know what?
And
Let's each get. Well, now they're getting kind of hard to find, but
yeah.
winner, right? In that deal, they're
Chicken
both
dinner.
pretty cool cars.
Quick honorable mention for
Uh huh.
anti-Halo car. 1965 shows up, 64 and a half even,
Hmm.
and mention a reasonably good Ford before 1964 that wasn't a Ford Mustang. The OG Ford Mustang we talk about, like you mentioned, like the GT 500 whatever.
Yeah.
The 90% of Mustangs sold are 6-cylinder,
Yep.
cheap as hell, basic transportation, but like sexy,
Still looked great.
and
Yeah.
it like looks good, reasonably reliable, cheap to buy. That altered the trajectory of the American car,
Yeah. I
and
think
not
so.
because of you know the GT350 or
Hmm.
the 2+2 K code 289 GT. Those are great.
Hmm.
You can argue that that was a semi Halo car situation for Ford at the time, but they sold that was such a smaller draw compared to, hey, I'm whatever 22 and I want like good transportation that doesn't look like, I don't know, a Plymouth Valiant. Let me go and go get a Mustang for the
Yeah.
same money,
Ford.
and they'll
Ford.
sell 600,000 of them
Oh,
in
dude.
a calendar year.
Ford repeated that magic with the 1987 Ford Escort. So,
This is
let it
true.
let it be known.
This is true. Yeah, with the with the Ford EXP.
Oh, that's a good
Um,
one though. Easy.
yeah, yeah. So like,
That's a Halo car.
I think there's a huge number of manufacturers right now
Hmm.
that would be incredibly well served not putting any time and effort into it launching a new Halo car and instead launching a new anti-Halo car.
Mm.
Whether that be Nissan launching, a 510, like
Yeah.
we've talked about in the
Fair.
past,
Yeah.
or well, Cadillac shouldn't launch a Cimarron, but like
Def.
there are
More of an
like how
Elante man, you know.
anyone who's remotely interested in new cars and is kind of hemming and hawing about like, I don't know, electric cars are not doing a lot for me, except for what? Rivian R3. Anyone I know that's like, oh, dude, that's the one. No, like it looks really cool. It should be affordable. It's small. Like that would be a killer Halo anti-Halo car that just is not on the market today or tomorrow, maybe the year after that. Who knows?
Yeah.
But like, there are so many good brands that like are floundering. Like if Volkswagen relaunched the Beetle today and did that, or
Yeah.
Chrysler did anything,
Or not. Maybe they should.
I'm not advocating for a new PT Cruiser, but
No.
if they did an anti-Halo car, like anything that's like eye-catching and affordable and,
new
and
conquest
gets people into
I agree. Stripper spec. It's missing. We've talked about it ad nauseum, right? Like
right, but
what the
desirable
world
though, not the fucking Slate,
No, but
not
I'm
the Slate
talking
truck.
like something like in period we joke like Cavaliers and Escorts were pieces of shit, yet they sold fucking hundreds of thousands of them a year. Right? We need but in today's marketplace there's so
Mhm.
much upselling. There's technology, you know, just
And
scope
stuff.
creep. There's technology safety, all that obviously adds to price creep, right? So we're dealing with that today. So it's really hard for a car company to say, you know what, we need to, because the line's what, 50K right now, average new used
I
car
think it's
or
more
new
than I think
car.
it's like 56 or
So it's
something.
ridiculous. So there's no like, and you have to go back for beaters. Make modern beaters. Like prepare for 20 years from now. Please print some beater cars for us to enjoy later in life, right? Like some stripped
Yeah,
down,
and like
affordable cars.
there are like if the Scion XB came back, but not a Scion,
Right.
right?
Or
Like
bring
that
it
was a
back.
pretty basic transportation product, but they found a way to make it desirable.
Yeah.
That's the
Styling,
six-cylinder Mustang.
marketing.
That's the there's a lot of that. To a certain extent, the BRZ FT86, whatever we're calling it nowadays,
FRS
twins.
originally.
Yeah, the
GR
FRS
86 now and BRZ.
the 86. It changes like once an hour.
Yeah.
Um,
1984.
that's sort of an anti-Halo car. I mean, certainly in the sports
Sure.
car world.
Hmm.
Like, and there's failures. There's been the Honda CRZ was a failed attempt at an anti-Halo car.
Sure.
I would say ultimately it was on the market for a little bit, but I would say that the Veloster ultimately, I love a Veloster N, but
How
like
about
that.
the R spec? I think that'd be a fun scoop for low cash.
How about the
5K.
Hyundai Scoop?
That would, you cannot find one of those. Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah,
The answer is yes, please, but
sure.
can't find
But
one.
like there are there are failures out there. I would argue
Right.
it's almost more difficult to build an anti-Halo car than build a Halo car. I mean, look at all the $700,000 cars there are floating around out there right now between the Koenigsegg's and the Nicole Scherzingers
Sure.
and the and on and on and on. So it's not an easy thing to do, but like somebody's got to figure out a way to do it. Let's get the when the Ford Maverick first launched and it was like $22,000.
Yeah.
You can make an argument that was a quality anti-Halo car. Now it's like 30,
Yeah.
but
Creeped up.
which is cheap now apparently. I don't know. I don't know. I think the anti-Halo car is a more effective way to bring people into a showroom and not have it be a complete money suck.
Yeah.
Because most of these Halo cars, they don't make money. They just don't.
It's true. So I think there's different gradients of success, like based on what we talked about. Like some were successful, I think, and then what a Halo car is. Like some periods it was easy to define the Halo car. Sometimes they just had their nicest, coolest, tech heaviest thing be the representation of the brand. But I hear what you're saying. I think the world doesn't need like a display of force, if you will, to show what a brand can do. I think the brand needs to come out and say, hey, this is for the fucking people. This is what we have, and this is what's going to pull attention to our brand. I think that's
cool.
It's it can't be just like the Homer, or it can be the Homer. I don't know.
Well,
do
it's got rack and
his-
peanut steering. Come on.
Yes. Peanuts. Yeah, dude. No, that was a good topic, man. I agree. I think there were definitely gives and takes and like Halo execution, but yeah, dude, the truth is out there.
You got a favorite Halo car?
Dude, LFA, hands down. That I want to own.
Oof.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Ah, boy.
Dude, easy. Unless you're
Easy?
gonna say Volkswagen Phaeton W12, but
No. I am. The problem, to be clear, I've never driven an LFA, so I can't.
I already know.
I actually largely like the way it looks. I know some people don't like
I
it.
do.
I think it looks pretty good.
It's unique.
The problem with an LFA is that an LC 500 is like,
Didn't exist
oh,
at the time, Frank.
no, but I know now. But like now, for
No.
1/10 the cost, um,
Not
or
as
like I don't know.
special.
I think 4G, like the OG, like 2005 ish 4GT, pretty
Bro, isn't that a
pretty
Triton
pretty rad.
engine? Get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. It's spitting
Spark plugs.
it's spitting spark plugs.
The fuck
like,
out of here.
like chiclets.
Uh,
I don't know. Let's be real. Neither of us are Halo car guys.
No,
Just-
but
it ain't gonna happen.
fuck.
Although you've owned one,
Oh, NSX?
you've had a
Yeah,
couple.
that was
Yeah,
different.
C32.
100ZX, yeah.
Yeah, when you trade Pokemon cards or something for it, then you're cool.
And Magic the Gathering, thank you very much.
Yeah, MTG.
Clearly you're not a planeswalker. Okay.
No, definitely. I think I just got sued by Wizards of the Coast just mentioning.
You absolutely.
Yeah.
They counterspelled you for saying that shit.
They definitely Expelloramus. I don't know.
All right. Stick a fork in it. It's time to get quizzical, and I think I'm quizzing you if I'm not.
You are, and I'm ill
off on that.
prepared.
I am
I'm
gonna unload on you. You
Oh
should
God.
spicy
Oh, no.
index before you explain the game. I'm gonna say this one's probably a 4 out of 10.
Oh, which means I'm gonna fail.
You're
When,
fucking
when you
fucked,
say it's
bro.
like 8, then I like get it quickly. When it's 4, I'm gonna like forget. I'm gonna forget Volkswagen exists.
I
That's
can
what's
hear
gonna
you
happen.
when I say it's easy deactivating portions of your brain to sustain like energy.
Yeah.
You're like, shut down sector cerebellum. Go. I'll find it. Go ahead and explain the game, my friend.
Oh boy. Okay. So in today's humiliating for me episode, what's going to happen is my friend, your friend, Chadwick here has found himself all by himself a print ad for some sort of publication for a car. He's going to read this
shit.
print ad. He's going to read the type copy from it, and it's going to be somewhere from the 1980s, 90s to the mid 2000s. Once he's done reading it, he's going to redact out anything super overly identifying, and then it will be incumbent upon me and you playing along at home to guess within 10 minutes and 3 guesses with some hints interspersed in there should I need them. Make, model, and approximate model year of the vehicle discussed in the ad. Speaking of disgust, I'm ready. Chadwick, you ready to throw some shit at me?
Let's go for it, man. So I'm giving you this week a 1-pager. Vehicle photo represents the upper 65-70% of the page. Side profile, passenger side. Vehicle is white, cloudy sky above head. Very nice. The tagline is "The sun you've always wanted." SUN for clarification.
All right. The rising sun.
Ooh. He's reading into it already, folks. Some people, the saying goes, want everything: the sun, the moon. I'll give you the moon at the end of this episode, and the stars, which is to say, they want a blank. The car that gives you a perfectly logical excuse to own something that's an absolute kick to drive.
Ooh, boy.
So we have some potentially time period
Nissan
sensitive
Kicks, final answer.
time period. It's obviously a kicks. Take our blank, built by blank. I can't give that away yet.
Sure.
It was designed from the outset to be a convertible. It has a structurally reinforced chassis and sports suspension that loves bumpy roads and patchy pavements. On top of that, there's our top, triple layered, hand fitted with a real glass window. And with a 5-speed close ratio gearbox and a 1.8 liter fuel injected engine, it's not just the lack of a roof that'll make your hair stand on end. So, if like many people, you visit your blank dealer and decide you've got to have a son like this, not to worry. Chances are you won't have to wait 9 months for delivery.
Ooh, boy.
That was a little play on pregnancy there, and
Wow.
the son being spelled differently. Frank,
Joke's on them. It's really closer to 10 months.
they will knock you up at this dealer.
They will.
10 minutes, 10 minutes on the clock. What do you got for me, man?
They will seed your box.
I think you got this one.
Okay. 1.8 absolutely reeks of a captive import. 5-speed manual, close ratio, What's interesting is it doesn't. It almost doesn't. It's a kick to drive, but it doesn't reek of sports car necessarily.
I don't know, bumpy roads and patchy pavement.
Right, exactly. Um, golly, which makes it would make me think it's like a tracker, but those were all 1.6s.
Mm.
Vitara later was a 1.6 or 2.0. I don't think it got the 1.8.
Mhm.
Um, this is not a Bertone freestyle. Um,
Are you sure?
yeah, I final answer, Bob. Boy, okay. 1.8
Hmm.
convertible, bumpy roads in Schmidt.
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking because blank by blank reads like a Chrysler ad.
TC by Maserati.
Right, but it's not. It's
No.
not a TC. That'd be a 2.2 or twin cam or and even though it has a glass window.
Mhm.
See, here I am being tricked
Oh
by the 4 out of
boy.
10. Um 1.8 blank by blank.
Mhm.
We don't have a door count. I'm assuming it's a two-door. We don't
Convertible.
have drive. I'm assuming it's rear. Well, that's a bad assumption to make. Um, Captive imports. Oof. Okay. Just so I'm not
Venture.
just
Venture, I guess.
yeah, exactly. Just so I'm not sitting here thumbing myself audibly. Um, okay, let's say this is a
The Fonz. Final answer.
a
Hey.
my brain is jumping the shark as we speak. So, okay,
Jumping the
let's
sharks.
say this is a dot with a fucking 1.8. See, that's what's tripping me up.
Mm. A
Um,
lot of 1.8s out there.
I know, but anything that's coming to my mind right now aren't 1.8s. They're like
Mm.
1.6s or 2.0s or 2.2s. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, this
Take a
is
captain
a
stabbing at it.
yeah. This is a Jesus Christ. It's not Jesus Christ. It's not our Lord and Savior.
Nor the superstar.
Allegedly, I didn't watch him die for my sins. Okay.
It's coat of many colors.
I ain't seen it. Goddamn. Okay. Let's just get the ball rolling and say this is a Dodge. It's not a. It's not though. Okay. Let's just say this is a 1980. You know what? Okay. Let's say this. Let's say this is an 1987 Eagle Premier no, AMC Alliance convertible final answer.
No,
Okay.
no, no is the
Okay.
answer, my friend.
Okay.
How can I steer you in the right
I've
direction?
got no goddamn idea. You just heard what came out of me. Like
I
you
don't, I don't know what to say. Um, was that your best guess?
no,
What's
absolutely not.
do you would country of origin help
It's been a long day. Um
or continent of origin? What can I do to help you? Would country be too
fucking
strong?
Japan. Yeah, continent of origin.
Europe. So that probably eliminates most of the shit that's been bouncing around in your head.
Yeah, I mean, except for what I guessed.
Yeah.
Because that would have been a Renault product.
hmm
Is still a Renault product? I
We've
mean,
already done the Fuego, my friend.
I
The
know.
Fuego
Well,
with the roof
that's
cut
what the
off.
AMC. That's what I say. It's AMC Alliance.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not AMC Alliance.
I believe you have
One
5 minutes
eight.
left. 4.5.
Great. I can't think of any.
5-speed close ratio gear packs. 1.8
Correct.
liter fuel injected engine.
It's so fuel injected. Blank by blank. Unless it's not a fucking captive import, which would be weird. Am I just like
Uh,
reading into some bullshit?
you're probably reading into some bullshit. The
Okay.
buy is a specific other automotive adjacent company that helped them develop this car.
Interesting.
So not necessarily a captive import.
Okay. Got it.
Designed
Okay.
from the outset to be a convertible.
Convertible.
So it's not a
Sure.
Cavalier Z24 convertible,
Right.
which would have had a 2.8.
Just because I'm gonna run out of time here,
Okay.
I'm gonna say this is a just to get us moving. And this is gonna
Say
be
anything.
incorrect,
There
but
are
I'm
people hurtling there.
yeah, there are. I'm just gonna say this is a 1985 BMW 318 cab. Final answer. Go ahead.
Oh, you are much warmer.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say the 318 cab was designed as a convertible
Right.
first, right?
Right.
Right country of origin.
Sure.
You're a few years early, so this would be late
Okay.
80s, like the
Okay.
latest of the 80s, if you will.
Right.
89, German,
Mm-hmm.
1.8, 5-speed
Mm-hmm.
close ratio, convertible.
God damn it. Milk my goddamn prostate. First off, it's been a long
Too-
fucking day. Just gonna put that out there.
I think the audience is with you. I think
Yeah.
they feel your
Yeah.
sympathy,
Yeah.
but also they are screaming.
It's
They are
emoting. It's
screaming.
emoting through. It's emoting through. Okay.
I don't know how
Okay.
it's going to help you.
I don't know.
We got Germany. I told you it's 80, 89 is the year.
Sun, moon, stars. Oh, we got a year now. Okay. 89.
89. German.
89. Germanium
1.8 fuel injected.
1.8 fuel injected, which means lots of things. It's
It
CIS.
does.
Could be.
Could be. It's not carbureted.
It's not a cabrio. It's not anything from Mercedes-Benz. It's not a Porsche product.
Probably not.
What fucking Volkswagen product could this be? It's not a Z3. It's not a Z1. I constantly am forgetting the existence of Volkswagen. Cabrio doesn't count because it's not. I mean, it's an A1 chassis car, even an '89. Like, it's not built from the ground up to be a convertible. Fucking Opel, no. What I got? Like 40 seconds left.
You have 50 seconds.
Oh boy, I'm good at nailing that. It's close to that.
That was good.
I'm going to be just downtrodden here in a moment.
German, 1.8 liter convertible.
Ground up.
There's not a
Close
lot of
ratio.
these. There's not a lot of cars that are hitting that. Yeah.
No, fucking Germany.
The name of this vehicle is only on a convertible.
Man, I'm already just like
I can see the
unhappy.
steam.
It's because you called it. It's because you said it was a 4 out of 10.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro.
Okay, let's find some
5
well-roaded
seconds.
road
Take a Hail Mary.
for which
Anything.
This is a 19. What fucking manufacturer am I missing? This is so this is
That
so
is time. I'm
unhappy.
going to
This
let
is
you
making
toss one out, man.
this is a 1989 Volkswagen Cabrio. Final answer, it's wrong. It'd be a 2-liter anyways. It wouldn't.
This, and I'm going to give it to you. It's a 1989 Volkswagen Cabriolet.
That's some horseshit. That was not ground up to designed to.
You,
No.
sir, know
Forbidden.
that we do not take print ads word
I
for word
understand.
verbatim. Frank.
I understand. It's
There it is.
the son you've always wanted. It white on white is dope. Got the
It's a
Wolfsburg
dope
edition
car.
wheels there.
You, sir, I think the curse is self-imposed that you go, I always forget about the Volkswagen products.
It is. But
It
no,
is the curse.
I don't
It is a 1989 Volkswagen Cabriolet.
Well, first off, I spent like 7 minutes thinking it was a captive import based on the language.
We're going to give it to you, though you were
secondly,
15 seconds late on the answer.
secondly, that is maybe one of the poster children of not designed from the ground up to be a convertible.
Take our Cabriolet built by Germany's Karmann Coachworks. I could not say
Sure.
Germany's
No, I
Karmann.
get that.
That
Karmann,
would have been
Karmann would that would
game over.
Sure.
I'd like to say good job.
No, but
I still appreciate your effort.
I read too deeply.
You did. You can't take. You
the
cannot
nonsense.
take that verbatim.
I took the bait. I took the goddamn bait. I
Oh,
got
man.
masterfully baited.
It's usually a good situation. All right, shall we move on? Congrats, Ish, and do a little PCP to take that edge off, to soften the blow.
Yeah, PCP
Is that fair?
Via revolver.
Have you done any project car progress, Frank?
Man, just to keep the me being unhappy thing going, a little bit.
Okay.
I'm so unhappy with the focus.
This isn't that kind of podcast, bro.
No, it's about to be the sorrow cast. I'm so unhappy with the Ford Focus, man.
Bro, what is going on?
It's in the process of just getting my goat by the scrote.
What?
So, simplest fucking thing in the world.
You still talking about valve cover?
Valve cover comes off because the valve cover gasket is leaking.
Yeah.
Hey, whilst I'm here, spark plugs. Easy. I have new ones. Motorcraft OEMs.
Oh,
We'll put those in there. Perfect. Boop, boop,
love
boop,
it.
boop, boop. Put it together. Started it up. Hey, it's running like dog shit. Let me check everything out. All the connections, including the connection to the VCT, the variable
check the
cam
gaps. You check the gaps, bro.
Getting there.
Oh,
To the VCT solenoid, which you don't have to remove to get the valve cover off, but you have to unplug. And this is going back several weeks. I talked about this a long time ago. But I did all that. I broke a fucking stud. I fish it out of the head. I do all the thing. I put it together, running like dog shit. I go to check, and I go to check I unplug. Well, let me make sure the connection to the VCT is correct, because rough running, terrible throttle response, all signs of a bad VCT solenoid.
absolutely.
Well, when I unplug it, whoa, there's engine oil in the pigtail. Okay. So I now it's a specific part. It's no longer, it's NLA. You can't get it anymore. Somebody makes a kit with a Volkswagen part that's retrofitted and modified, and you got to splice in the wiring and pigtail. Great. Whatever. I put that in, do all the things, still runs like trash. Okay. No change. Runs identically with the new part. So, okay.
Shit.
Well, maybe I got the wiring mixed. That's where I left it. So yesterday, I spent some time with it. I was like, okay, let me deal with this. My younger brother's in town. I'm lending him the Lexus. He's in town for a month.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'll lend you my Lexus so you don't have to rent a car for a month. I've got plenty of beaters. I'll figure it out. Okay. Car's gone. Let me go work on the Ford now. See, have I driven a Ford lately? No, I haven't.
It's been a very long time.
It's been a minute.
This is your cheap budget rally car from October. When it was supposed to rally.
Yes. Yes. So okay, fine. So I go. So okay. Well, maybe I reverse the polarity on the wires. Okay. Because one is, even though it's just a magnetic fucking solenoid,
Sure.
on, off, on, off. It shouldn't matter, but who knows, right? So I flip them. No change. Okay. It was a valve cover and spark plugs. There's only so much that can go wrong here. So I pull the spark plugs out. I check them. They smell a little fuely. They're
Uh-huh.
not wet, but like they don't look quite right. But I look, they're gapped right. They match the old ones. I compare them with the old ones. There's actually a little bit more thread on the old ones than on the new ones.
Okay.
And I look and there's a different part number. The part number on the ones I have say they work for, 2001 to 2010 Ford Focus, including SVT. The old ones say they're SVT specific.
Huh.
Okay, this has to be the difference. The old ones have a deeper thread, so they go into the head more.
Yep.
Problem solved. Great. Put the old plugs back in, right? No change.
Runs like shit.
Runs identically. Absolutely no change. So you go, okay, maybe it still is this VCT. I unplug the VCT. So I'm now running with no connected, like just completely disconnected. I get a check engine light for camshaft position implausible.
Mm.
Okay. Well, that's a change. It ran exactly the same,
Huh.
but now I have a check engine light. So I clear the check engine light. I plug it back in. Still runs the same. All right, fine. What if I got a bad part? Okay. I run a continuity test on the old VCT. It's supposed to be a resistance test, I should say. It's got continuity. Resistance was at like 23 ohms. It's supposed to be between 5 and 15.
Mm.
Out of spec. But as I'm holding it there, it's slowly coming down and settles in at like 13 and a half, which
Okay.
is in spec.
Mm.
Weird. But whatever. I try the new part. It's at 3.5 ohms. Better, I guess. In spec. Great. I jump both the old solenoid and the new solenoid. And the old solenoid has oil coming out of the out of the part, like where the harness plugs in.
That's interesting.
So like it had a bad seal, needed to be replaced. Great.
Mhm.
Old one, I hit it with 12 volts. I hear it clicking. It seems to be working. Same with the new part. It's fucking working. Put it all back together. I was okay. What if there's like a weird relearn thing? I don't know. Disconnect the battery, leave it disconnected for 20 minutes, put it back. No change. I ordered plug wires just because maybe one of them is not now because I looked at it. Now they're just not happy.
Right.
But that's the thing. I'm not getting a check engine light for, cylinder 1 misfire, cylinder 2
Yeah,
misfire.
yeah.
No random misfire. I'm getting none of that.
Huh.
I changed the valve cover gasket. I pulled the valve cover off to make sure, like, what if I left something dumb in here, right?
Yeah.
What if I left like nope. It all looks perfect. It looks great.
There wasn't like
It's clean.
definitely not
The-
like
the
a breather
cams look
hose or
great.
vacuum hose that might have
There's a
jiggled
single
loose.
breather hose
Okay.
that all it goes from, it's like a PCV to the unmetered side of the airbox.
Okay.
So even if it was like broken in half,
It's still
it's on the unmetered
Yeah.
side. It's on the unmetered side of the MAF, so it shouldn't matter. It could be pulling just straight atmosphere, it wouldn't matter.
Right.
And I checked the hose. I didn't check it at the it plugs into the back of the box. I didn't like unplug it from there. I didn't touch over there, but like shouldn't matter. So I've ordered plug wires just to see, but I'm at a
Damn, dude.
and I tested voltage with key on power at the solenoid to make sure it's getting proper voltage to actually fire. And with key on power, it's getting 11.8 volts.
Mm.
So it's getting the power to function the solenoid. I don't know. I checked
Goddamn.
fuses. Like I'm gonna throw spark plug wires at it. I don't think that's what it is.
Probably can't hurt.
I don't. Yeah, it's not gonna hurt.
Yeah, something changed.
One of them had cylinder number 3 had a part where it was there was like a little pinch in the wire
Okay.
from the it's got like the wire cover in the valley of the valve cover.
Mm,
I don't know. I'm really unhappy about it because it's like the simplest shit
bummer.
possible, but
Yeah.
it just won't work, and it's really frustrating. I don't want to just keep blowing fuel into the cat, and now I need a cat, and it's SVT specific, and it's
Oh,
just like, I'm
Jesus.
fucked.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, cursed.
Oof. Cheap rally car. Drama
Yeah.
continues.
Hmm.
Um,
2
bummer,
rallies
dude.
later.
Yeah, right. So my
How
PCP
about you?
was the Xterra. So like now that we don't have a budget, I can do maintenance that I should have done before we went on our adventure.
Ooh.
I talked about brakes last time. Time for those fluids. Remember how I told you I had no history of fluids being done?
Hmm.
Bro, I think the diff was the only one that's ever been touched because they had to reseal the diff at one point because there was like you could tell there was extra
Mm.
sealant.
Okay.
So that had pretty fresh looking fluid in it. So I redid it.
This is rear diff.
Yeah, rear diff, which is the most common one that gets touched, right? Because it's easy to access. It's like when it leaks, it's
The
obvious.
one that actually, yeah,
Service, right?
is
So
diffing.
on this vehicle, you do have, your front diff, you have a transfer case, you have a transmission, and you have a rear diff.
Hmm.
There's 3 different fluids to do those 4 parts. 2 of them share, which is really annoying. You have to buy big bottles that only some of them need like a fraction of a quart. You know how it goes,
Hmm.
and you need to have a different pump for each one, all that fun stuff. So it's a lot of work to do this, but I was able to do all the fluids. None of them, I the transmission fluid was especially disgusting. Have ever been
Cool.
touched? 180,000 miles. There were no leaks. All the fluid came out was a good amount. So that was I didn't have shifting issues. I didn't have anything like that. So I used really good quality fluids. I think I used a lot of Valvoline products, which are highly recommended for the Xterra
Sure.
community.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a full day of just pulling old fluid in, putting new fluid in, and just the amount of waste you create. Now you have to dispose of your diff fluid, your trans fluid, all that kind of stuff. It's kind of crazy. But these are things you don't have to do that often. They never,
Right.
dude, what is up with drivetrain fluids never getting touched? I feel like that and power steering
Forgotten.
fluid, people don't fucking touch it, right? And then
Will you take my side on one fluid controversy?
are you going to talk
I've
about
heard some wives' tales.
lifetime automatic fluid? Is that where you're coming at me
Not
with?
yes and no. Not the
Fuck, dude.
lifetime, but the ones where when people go, "Oh, it's 180,000 miles
Don't
and like
touch it.
now you can't touch it now. Now if you change the fluid is the only thing keeping that transmission alive and it will instantly shit the bed
Yeah.
and you can't do it. You can top it off, but that's it. Don't you dare change that fluid
All,
now
all those
because
metal.
somehow the friction material that like should be like in all the clutch packs and stuff are floating around in the fluid being
Yeah, the metal
magical fluid
shavings are
dust.
getting recycled back into the gearings. No, dude,
Yeah.
that is the
That's like curing
stupidest myth.
cancer with like
Ignorance.
heroin
If you ignore
and
it.
vodka and hydroxychloroquine. But
So that what I said was
yeah.
lifetime fluid, like the whole like if it's been in there so long, just let it run the life of the vehicle.
yeah, you
No,
have to.
bro.
You've ruined it. I can't believe you did that. You just wasted your transmission, bro.
No, it's
Like
so
no,
stupid. I
if
hate that
the
myth.
fluid was the only thing keeping it alive, you needed a transmission yesterday.
Yeah,
Like don't.
dude, and it would not.
I've heard
keep it
that from
alive.
like I've heard that from like dyed in the wool,
Oh.
like very mechanically
Mhm.
savvy car people, and
Yep.
I refuse to believe that.
No,
Like,
and I
there's
would.
so many reasons that's a stupid concept.
So good thing, right? Old fluid, absolutely old fluid. Couldn't mistake it for clean fluid if you had to. None of the magnetic drain caps had any metal stuck to them, so which
Mhm.
is awesome. Killer, like that fluid was good quality, right? Whatever Nissan put in that thing in 2008, killer. And that truck definitely has some mileage, definitely had some
Jatco
use.
fluid.
Yeah, I do fucking good for them. It there were no metal shavings, so that was great to report. What else did I do? Oh, I bought a car. I bought another car. Last week I bought a motorcycle. This week I bought a car.
Oh, golly.
I'm on a fucking kick, brother.
God. Can I just tell you, like, so, and Chadwick here will tell us all about it. I sent him a link to this car, what, 3 nights ago, 2 days ago,
Yep.
something like that. And they're like, dude, it's already on my radar, but like, it's about, I'm like, dude, they're asking under $2,000. It
Right.
seems like a pretty rad buy, even if it doesn't check all your boxes. And then lo and behold, like whatever, 36 hours later, you just text me a picture of the thing. Like,
Yeah, that's how we operate. So you sent me a link. It was the newer link. He had an older link that had been on there for actually 3 weeks that I had
okay.
saved. And that's when he didn't change the price on that one. So he took half the price away. So he had it listed for 17 and change,
Yes.
marked down from like 25 or 26, which is a good deal. This is a 1997 Saturn SW, one in the ad, two in real life. And for
Dang.
Saturn folks out there or non-Saturn folks, let me tell you something. That's a camshaft count in that number. So you get the 1.9 single overhead cam, or you get the 1.9 dual overhead cam with the two. This was a two hiding as a one, and I think that's what kept some people
What
away.
else did it have?
A Manuel, which is
Hell yeah, brother.
a fucking amazing, by the way, feeling manual. I drove it back from Burlingame tonight. Dude, so he had it for 17 and change. It was rougher than the photos would let you know. We saw the
Sure.
paint. The
Yeah,
paint's
if you
gone.
squint, you're like, ooh, like at first glance, like, dude, this thing looks really good. It's gold.
They
And
do.
then I got out of the paint's pretty hammered, and you squint, you're like, oh, I guess it is.
It is hammered. Clear coat's gone like every Saturn from that period. No dents because it's a plastic
Sure.
car. Interior
Space frame.
Interior really good. No headliner. Didn't know that mystery until I got in
it's
there.
just gone.
Headliner's
Okay.
been removed. What else is interesting? It's not perfect. Brakes are fucking hammer gone. Like when you hit the brakes. So those are all warped and dead.
your parts
Um,
your car will ever need. Rock Auto.
I got it. Clean title, 140,000 miles, smogged,
Huh?
registered, $1,500.
Take it.
Running, driving, 5-speed manual,
How many miles?
SW2, 140.
Killer. Perfect.
Dude, yeah, right in
Perfect.
my sweet zone. Those are timing chain cars. I
Yeah,
looked
easy
the
to
engine
work on.
bay pretty clean. Dude, so I was like, and then I looked at your ad that you sent me, and one of the photos you could zoom in the original ad you couldn't, and see that it said twin cam, which is Saturn's like
Yes.
lingo for dual overhead
Yes.
cam. And once I saw that, I'm like, holy fuck, I'm getting this. I think the production numbers were pretty low on the SW2s with a manual. I think
Sure.
because the SW,
Yeah, with a
the
manual, for
SW
sure.
they only did for a few years before it became the L, the L series of cars, which was not as good
Yeah,
as the
yeah,
S
the
series.
LW, because they had the S series, and that's the second gen of the S series.
Yeah, well,
Um,
remember the SWs didn't come out with the SLs and SCs. They came out before. SWs were a few years later.
Right. You could still get it in the first gen.
Yeah, right at I think it was the
Um,
very last year of the
Yeah,
first
like
gen. But
last
yeah,
year or two. So like
dude,
94.
this being a 97 means it's OBD2. It's a whole bunch of
Yes.
good shit,
Yes.
dude. And it's like he has new tires on there, no name tires. I'm kind of probably going to do a Project Beater series to see, like, for $2,500, can I make a good looking, reliable daily? Because that's really hard to
You
do in
can do.
2026. It's really hard to do
I would be
today.
real. I mean, first off, you could.
Yeah,
I
it's
also
going to take a
because
lot.
like a bunch of various like Rock Auto clearance parts will get a lot of that car sorted.
Hmm.
The headliner is going to be a challenge.
That'll suck.
But it would be really, really tempting to like tastefully mod that thing. Like if you lowered it a little bit, put it on like TEs or something.
It could be
Panasports,
nasty. Yeah.
For not a lot of money,
Open the intake, little bit of exhaust.
Ronald Bear wheels, like you can do. I
Some
wouldn't
fun
mess. I
stuff.
wouldn't mess with like that stuff so much.
Oh, I would.
But like to
'Cause
make it like a
that's the
dope
experience.
momentum wagon, like
No, I need the
do
noise.
the JDM doilies on the seats, like even though
VIP.
it's certainly not JDM.
It needs such a deep clean. I kind of just want it to be an example that this is what you can do with a beater for sub $2,500. Because I'm at like 15, so I figured 1,000 for like brakes, headliner,
And you said smogged and tagged.
smogged and tagged, dude. That's unreal.
Yeah.
Like it's unreal to watch, and it's kind of enthusiast spec. It's a wagon manual, which is kind of
Right.
weird in itself, right?
Yeah.
Like so,
Gold on tan.
yeah, fucking grandma spec. It's so cool though, dude. It like I'll be honest, it's a little rougher than I thought, but it drove. Dude, the steering is like heavy. Like
Nice.
like usually that period of car, like
They're
Econo
running
boxes were
90
just
single weight in the power steering fluid.
there's no power steering fluid. The pump
Milk.
died like 5 years ago. But no, it's like got a good weight to it. It's just it's very composed, little vibration at high speeds, probably a tire balance. I'm excited. I'm gonna really just. I'm not
been a
gonna
fun
blow the
thing.
budget on this one, bro. I'm gonna just do like $2,500 tops and make myself a competent
I'm
beater
jealous.
daily,
I'm deeply jealous. Does it
dude.
AC blow cold?
AC ice cold,
Ah,
dude.
bro.
The windows are fucking wonky, but whatever. They still roll down eventually and they go back up, so that counts.
Now I want. I haven't thought about like Saturn searching in a while.
It's
Man,
a it's a dangerous
I got to get
place.
some rings, dog. I got to do the Saturn thing.
Yeah, it's my first Saturn. Broke my Saturn cherry tonight. I'm super
Fabulous.
pumped. I'm gonna drive this fucker to work tomorrow. I'm not joking.
Hell
This is
yes.
gonna be my beater because I gotta do the chains, the timing chains on the Xterra. So
Yeah.
it's
Oh
fucking
yeah.
Saturn time, baby. So
Damn.
just I love it. I love it. I'm like, I'm gonna stop buying vehicles. We bought the Xterra, we bought the motorcycle, the VTR 250, and now we got a Saturn. What an interesting garage I've got right now. Let me tell
Golly.
you.
I'm jealous. I'm sitting here just like beating my head against the SVT wall,
Oh,
and
dude.
you're out here just like wagon mogging me. Fucking
Yeah,
asshole.
dude.
All right.
Uh,
Anyway,
we definitely should shut this
get the hell
down.
out of here? It's late. It's been a long day. You're out buying Saturns. I'm floundering.
I'll carry the
Let's
shield.
just
Yeah.
let's just pull the ripcord here. Thanks for making it this far
Yeah.
and all of the things, dear listener or watcher. We
Mhm.
are on the YouTubes if you're not paying attention there. If you are, I'm waving at you right now. Hi.
He's waving at you.
We're also doing the Patreon thing.
That's right.
So if you like what we do and you want to support us, not just financially but also emotionally, you can do that. Go to patreon.com/APA pod. Link is in the description if you're doing the listening thing. And check us out there. For as little as $5 a month, you can buy us terrible, terrible liquors
Ugh.
and beers and like just random like hard soup. I don't even know if it's out there and it's terrible. We drink it on our additional Patreon members only episodes, which we're behind. We actually got to record a couple of those here.
We do.
Our late night confidential episodes.
Mhm.
So check that out. Otherwise, keep coming back for more on the freebie world. We love you too. And if you want to stalk me, you can do that. It's at the photographer's garage, but mostly just keep coming back here. That's what I care about. How about you, Chadwick?
Oh, yeah. Auto Obscure Garage. You can watch my personal endeavors for rescues, restorations, and reviews. Just
Saturn
did some
content.
ES. Yeah, Saturn content coming up for sure. I'm going to drive it like a beater for a while, though, bro. I'm going to live that life.
Hell yes.
ES300, I did some work on that. That's out. Xterra stuff's coming. I think I got the fluid episode that we just talked about today, which is kind of fun to see that nasty ass fluid. You can't smell it, unfortunately, because that's the best part about doing drivetrain
Right,
fluids.
smell-o-vision.
Oh God, so good. Scratch and sniff, other places. But yeah, thanks. Check me out there. But again, yeah, we're glad to have you guys. We love this and we love having you with us. So
God, I'm just thinking of you making like a sick momentum rally car out of that.
you
Saturn.
are mad, dude.
So dope.
This thing's gonna be the best daily I've ever owned. Don't worry about it. All
All
right.
right. I'm gonna go
All right,
dream
guys.
about Saturn. You guys have a good night.
Peace out, guys. See you at the launch pad.
Bye.
Bye.